Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Forever Stranded. I forgot what it was called for a second. Welcome back to Forever Stranded. Last time we were working with BetterWithMods trying to get nether sludge so that we can make nether brick a little bit cheaper, so that we can make the coke oven, and I think the nether brick is for the blast furnace more than anything. What is... I need to really deal with the wall a little bit more. So yeah, today we are going to continue with BetterWithMods, and I discovered something. We have hemp seeds from BetterWithMods. As far as I'm aware, the way you're supposed to get it is from breaking... It's either tall grass or using a hoe to till soil. I'm not entirely sure what is the proper way, but we have some hemp seed. I don't know how. I found it in a chest. I was trying to get some, and yeah, it took. I kept tilling the ground. I actually got some worms from additions. I don't know that we'll use those, to be honest, but we have them. So for now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to put some hemp down, and this stuff grows kind of like cactus, and we can get more seeds and plenty more hemp. So I want to make sure that we keep at least one seed forever, and that'll go in here. And yeah, pretty much. I have a new food source. We're gonna eat some cactus, and I've been trying to think of what's gonna be the best food source. The thing we did in Crash Landing was we used peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We did a whole bunch of different kinds of jellies and made them with sandwiches and made a bunch of food. Well, the problem with that is in this mod pack, because of whatever gives us it's tough as nails. Because of the mod tough as nails, there are seasons that affect crop growth. Except it doesn't affect Pam's Harvest Craft. So while we could make bread out of rice, using rice flour, and then make dough, that requires water. And I don't really want to do that if we can help it. So instead, what we're going to be using is we're going to be making basically whatever we can out of stock. So stock is used, there's 11 crafting recipes, and some of them are really simple. So like, they'll require some tofu, so we'll need to get some soybeans, that's fine. We'll get a presser and all that kind of stuff. Potatoes, carrots, salt. Salt does require water, but it's not as bad. And then you have stuff like, any two like root vegetables will give you garden soup. You can use some kind of meat and flour and get a meaty stew, which I think is something we have to make. Rice will give you rice soup. Tomatoes will give you tomato soup. Cactus gives you cactus soup, which is what we're eating. Seeds will give you seed soup. You can make gravy, which I don't know if that's really used for much. Poutine. That's a Canadian thing. I've never tried it. I'm not a big person. I'm not a fan of gravy or cheese on my fries. So, but that's another thing. The only problem with a lot of them is there's not much that we have available to us, but there's enough. Anyway, so as our friendly neighborhood stone chopper cuts down half of our tree, go ahead and chop down this tree. The reason I wanted the hemp from BetterWithMods will become apparent very soon, and I have a whole bunch of bones on me. Now something kind of neat, you can actually throw the bones into the millstone, and instead of getting just 2 or 3, it takes it a little bit But once we have a little bit of a system set up for the power with Better with Mods, which is what we're going to work on today, and hopefully we'll get there, or at least close, this will go a lot faster. But you get 6 bone meal for each bone. Now we have a ton of bone, so I don't think that's really worth it, but the hemp definitely is. So you can process hemp in here, and rather than just getting, so what we've been doing, so let's take a look at what we're going after. We're going after these hemp ropes. We have the industrial hemp, and the hemp ropes are used to make not only the axles, which are really important, but also, or is it the, yeah, it's just the hemp fibers to make tough fabric, to make windmill blades. Or we can use hemp cloth, which is just more hemp fibers. So 9 or 8 in a stick. I'd rather use the stick. So, hello, Mr. Spider. Hey, Spider Eye. So we have 4 of these, and what we're trying to do is get windmill blades. And we need 4 windmill blades to make a windmill, and then we can start working on putting that up in the air and basically getting power. So we need 24 tough fabrics in total. But here's the thing. We get the industrial hemp will give us like 1. It'll give us just 1 piece, whereas we get 3 from this stuff. You do have to run it through the millstone though. So we're gonna need a lot of this stuff, but it'll be a little bit easier. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit today, and let's go ahead and put some string in here and spider eyes. We're gonna get more bone meal. I'm just gonna go ahead and just craft that because I don't really care too much. And we're gonna grow a bunch of hemp, and basically as much as we can get. So if we need 8 per, it's 24 times 8, that's a lot. But we're gonna have a lot of hemp seeds, and honestly growing a large farm of this wouldn't be a bad thing. So I'm just gonna do that just so that I have the space in there. Let's go ahead and make some more dirt, and we can expand farms and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, once we can get a little bit farther along with all of this stuff, things are gonna be better. But for now, let's go ahead and put the dirt in here. As you see, I made some more punchy sticks. I haven't gotten to place them yet just because I haven't. We might go have some fun today, doing a little bit of stuff with what is it? The one thing. We might have a little bit of fun doing some exploration. We might go to the east for a little bit and see what we can find, and all that kind of fun stuff. So we basically just have to spam this guy for a while, and let's see. We'll get more and more and more hemp, and then eventually we'll be able to make the windmill, and then we don't have to use the hand crank anymore. So there's 2 recipes. We still have plenty of this stuff available to us. So let's go ahead and try to get rid of as much of this as we can. We need 24 tough fabric, so that'll make all the windmill blades, and that will allow us to make the windmill, and then we just need a little bit more hemp after that just to kind of finish things up. So we have 8. If we need 24, there's 18, 19, 20, 21, so 16 more, right? Yes. So I'll probably do this off camera, to be honest. But that is just something that I'm going to work on between episodes. Yeah, I think that'll be the best, because I just wanted to show the hip off and all that kind of fun stuff. So, what are we going to do today? I guess we need to find something else to do then. So, we have a bunch of... Well, we need to get more in our farm. Let's see, what else can we do? I've just got to decide what to do. Exploring wouldn't be bad, but I don't know that we really need to. Let's grab the pot, some stock, and spider eyes. We'll make some spider eye soup, because we haven't ate that in a while. We go ahead and eat one of these. And I guess let's go ahead and look at making some more stuff. So, let's clean our inventory up just a little bit. One of the big things we need to start working towards relatively soon is we need power. We don't have any source of power, and that's not good, to be honest. It's not like terrible, but we do need to get power at some point and start working towards getting things taken care of in terms of like progressing. So we do have some quests we can look at. One, we need to get a whole bunch of seeds for a spawn chicken egg. That's a thing. But we need to make... Wow. So moving on, you've managed to get this far with maybe a few hiccups along the way. Now's the time to start technology that may save your life for the long run. See if you can craft the basic tech items first. So we have... Alright, let's see what we have. We have a capacitor bank that's pretty much full, 3 million RF. What are we going to want? Well, one of the big things that we're going to want is some way to automate... we're going to want machines to automate things, such as we're going to want a sag mill. So let's take a look at this. How difficult are these recipes? So that in itself is not difficult. It's vanilla. It's the standard recipe, but we do need a basic capacitor. And that is the standard recipe as well. So we just need some copper, 2 redstone, and some gold. Do I put redstone in there? No, I put redstone in there. Same with glowstone. So, this should be pretty easy to take care of. And if we can get a capacitor, then we can start looking at some other things. So there is the copper. How much? Just 1. Okay. So we'll do that. And we can go ahead and start getting some stuff made. I really wish I had crafting table out here. So let's go ahead and do that. Just right there is fine. Copper, and there we go. So there is a basic capacitor. That is one thing. Some other things that it wants us to do is redstone servo. I wonder how bad that is. Let's look at these things and see how difficult they are. Redstone servo. I don't even know what this is from. Thermal foundation. Oh, 4 redstone and an iron. I think we can do that. We don't have much iron. I need to sift again, and honestly that's something I want to automate sooner rather than later. Is there an automatic? No. We'll need a mechanical user, I believe, which is a dropper redstone. Yeah, that's not too bad. And we'll make that. We'll probably need some GP, so we'd probably want a solar panel setup, which polished stone is not that difficult. We just need ender pearls, and that's a little bit more of a difficult process, but not really. So for these, I need to go cool down. There's our redstone servo. So then we also need a light engineering block and 10 cable connector thing. So let's see if we can't do this quest. So light engineering block requires a lot of iron. And then we're gonna get hypothermia. So we need an iron for that. And then the other thing was a 10 wire connector. Or was it the relay? It's the connector. Which requires rubber, which we haven't actually made any yet. Do I have rubber seeds? We have one rubber seed. I don't like that. We can always get more. That's not too much of an issue. But rubber seeds. Let's see. Let's grab. Wait, can't I buy rubber trees? I just want to make sure. Just because if we lose this and we can't do anything with it, knowing that we can buy rubber saplings doesn't look like we can. That's not good. Hopefully we get a sapling out of this guy. I want to be extra careful. Okay, so we'll just get the dirt, and extra careful means we're actually going to get the crook, and we're gonna put this guy over in here, I think, and plant this guy down. So rubber saplings are interesting because they actually, at least I think they still, they actually work off of the old Minecraft mechanics. So bone meal is your best option because it takes literally one for it to grow. Now we do have a rubber spot, a resin spot, but I want to get a sapling if we can before we do anything else. Because there is a sapling. There's 2 saplings. Alright, we're going to just bone cook this as best we can and try to get as many saplings as we can. So basically, okay, there's 2 rubber spots. That's not too bad. We have 4 rubber saplings. That is good. That's what I want to see. Don't tell me I have some in here already. Okay, no I don't. So we're going to put those in there. And we're going to make a tree tap. So industrial craft. How I despise you. Industrial craft is one of my least favorite mods sometimes, just because it's nerve-wracking. We need to sift some stuff as well. So let's go ahead and sift a little bit of gravel. And I'll just put that there. Let's grab our hammer, because we're going to want this. Let's do that much. So we're going to do some sifting just for a moment. Try to get some more iron, see if we can't go ahead and do a lot of these quests. Because honestly, this is going to basically unlock a lot of things for us, and we can then start progressing from there as we see fit. We're still very, very, very low tech, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that we really are limited in what we can do, and I want to get the coke oven and the blast furnace up and running relatively soon, which is why I've been working so hard with BetterWithMods, just trying to get more stuff. More infrastructure just means better chances of actually progressing. So we have 3 diamonds, bunch of coal, bunch of flint, which I will turn into blocks here in a second. Some apatite, which I think I've been putting in here. And all I care about right now is the iron. So we're just going to hammer this. Now, okay, I want to see something, because we haven't actually done it, and if we can, that'd be kind of cool. How bad is it to make the tool forge? The tool forge is the standard recipe. Alright, there might be something really cool we can do, so we might look into making that relatively soon. I forgot I'm doing this. But we will try to get everything we need in order to get both the light engineering block and the tin cables. I don't know that we'll use the tin ones, to be honest, just because they're not very good. But we'll see. So, that's a bummer. We need to put our slime boots on, and we need to bounce into here, because the sandstorm made this bad. You can't have any blocks in here, and since that sand counts, we had to clear it out before we can actually put anything in here. So while that is cooking, let's go ahead and grab our tree tap. I'm also going to grab some water when we walk over there. But the tree tap, we just hit this. If you've never worked with industrial craft, you can kind of see an outline here. Don't use it anymore unless it is filled like so. The reason being is if you use it while it's not filled, there's a chance that it will disappear. And that's not usually good. You don't want that. So let's drink some water. We have so much water. We're going to need a lot of clay soon. So we'll kind of play that by ear, how much water we actually have, getting more and all that kind of fun stuff. So we have the sticky resin we can make into rubber. Go ahead and put this stuff away. I'll probably do a lot of sifting off camera. A little bit more there. Alright, so let's go ahead and cast out the 2 blocks. I really need to figure out, maybe if we enclose this area, that might not be a bad idea in this mod pack. It would require rebuilding the wall, but that's okay. I'm willing to do that. So we only, how much do we need for the light engineering? If I can spell engineering, which is bad because I am yeah, 4, 8, 12. So we're gonna need both. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna need some copper. 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna need some tin for this guy. 3. All right, we should have everything we need. Yeah, I might want to actually enclose this area. If we do, we'll do some nice cobblestone. I'll chisel it. So 2 of these, something like this, and there is the light engineering blocks, and then we have the 4 rubber, 10, and there's the 10 wire connectors. So that should be a quest. And we're going to get super incineration frame, super XP frame, quad super crafting frame, or a loot chest. So all of those are from super crafting. So I've used these before. Basically, the super crafting frame, you punch the frame to craft stuff, you put it on a chest, and it crafts things in it. That is literally just wood, though. So that is not worth it. Incineration frame, so that probably burns stuff, like burns items. That's not needed. And then what was the other one? Super XP frame. Punch frame to store XP. That's really easy to make, so not needed. Let's go ahead and take the loot chest. And that unlocks 2 more quests. So starting up applied logistics. Okay. And then we also need the sag mill. So that is not too bad. The biggest thing is conduits. Conduits are probably going to be somewhat expensive for the time being. we'll see about that. So I'm going to put this stuff in here, I guess, because there's not really room anywhere else. What is the redstone servo? This is... Oh, okay. It's the servo. A lot of things need it now. Thermal expansion has changed drastically since the last time I've played it, like version. So let's open our loot chest. What do we have? Ooh, bees. Cool. I kind of forgot forestry is even in this pack. I don't know how much we'll have to do with bees. That is a question. So let's take a look. Did we unlock anything else? No. Moving worlds, that and collector. So moving worlds is probably going to be advanced rocketry. Collector is probably getting all the stuff that we could ever want. And we still need to kill more skeletons, creepers. We need to kill a lot of stuff. I love like half of that stuff. There are growth crystals. That's something we could look at real quick. I just want to kind of show this off. Growth crystals will speed up growth in a 9x9 farm. These are really nice. That takes an ender egg, a dragon egg. That's not that bad. And then the growth crystal tier 2. Some end crystals, reinforced watering can. That's not actually that bad. Reinforced obsidian. Ew. That's a change recipe. Compressed nether star block. So you need a lot of nether stars for one of those. For the tier 2. That's expensive. That's not that bad. But everything else is expensive. But this is dirty glass, soul sand, and glass. I wonder if it has to be green. No? Okay, just glass. Compressed bone block. Okay. A sea lantern. So prismarine and all that. And then some iron. So that's actually not that bad to do. But it will increase the growth of your farm. And that is something that I think is going to be worth it in the long run. So anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. I have a lot of work to do. We're going to... I'm going to go ahead and process all the hemp, try to get as much of that as possible, and then the idea will be I am going to, next time we will go ahead and make the windmill, get that set up, and start getting towards the nether sludge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little bit all over the place. I was not expecting, I was, but I wasn't expecting, didn't really know what we were going to be doing, is what I'm trying to say. But I have some work to do. And like I said, next time we will get back into Better with Mods, make stuff go faster, and process automatically, and all that kind of fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!